once again I've come unprepared without my phone holder, but it's some oilseed rape fields still in flower, which are really pretty, and I just thought I'd do a little bit of a vlog of the road trip for those that like the road trips. Talking of those that like the road trips, Mad, I won't be doing anything about the coronation. Not going to be here, not going to be there, so there will be no rant unless we're forced to watch it in Canada. What was I going to say about that? I saw on Twitter yesterday that Jay Blades has had an invitation to the coronation. It's arrived late. You know, he's putting it on Twitter yesterday. It's a bit late, isn't it, to be sending out invitations? But I noticed that on the invitation that it says King Charles and Queen Camilla. But she's meant to be Queen Consort, not Queen.
The King's squeeze.
Oh, and talking of squeezes, I'm with my squeeze, you know, the Hounded one, who's on his way to Poitiers. Are you going for an oil change?
Well, just to top up the oil, I think.
Top up the oil. Bit of WD-40 in your knees.
Probably. I don't know if they're going to fit a grease nipple on it.
Who's got a grease nipple? Crichton in Red Dwarf.
I think
He's
has.
probably got a grease nipple. So yeah, we're on our way to Poitiers for the hyaluronic acid injections, which, I mean, Mark's knees are good. It's really good. The only time they weren't good this week was when he did too much. I can't even remember what he was doing, but it was too much.
Clearing up pallets.
Oh, it was the pallets, wasn't it? So his knees weren't so good after that.
2 trips to the déchetterie.
Yeah. So hopefully with the hyaluronic acid, sounded like Thing.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
With the stutter.
What's his name? Ronnie
Barker in Open All Hours. Cartwright? Arkwright. Sounded like Arkwright. Excuse me. Somebody said, if you lose weight, you could help your husband instead of making him do all the work. And I thought, if you took my steroids, you could have my weight and my pain. And I don't think he'd be very happy with the other side of the bargain, which would mean he'd have to do some of the paperwork. Because I do the paperwork, the logistics, the planning, the cooking, all of the things. I think what I find intriguing from that comment is that marriage or partnership or civil partnership or whatever it is a partnership, and you work to your strengths, and my strengths are not doing heavy lifting or heavy work or all of that stuff, and up until recently they were Mark's strengths, and he still does heavy stuff, and my strengths are planning and organising and dealing with bureaucracy and all of those sort of things, and they complement each other. We have a bit of a banter between us. There's on British TV there was a comedy programme called Harry Enfield and Friends, and in Harry Enfield and Friends there's Tim Nice but Dim. I think it's him that does this, and he would say, hand his cup and saucer over to a woman and go, ER bird, washing up. So we do that between us. I say to him sometimes, ER bloke washing up. But he, when I am sitting at my desk, which I'm not because my desk isn't there, will come in from the post box and dump paperwork on my desk and say, ER bird, paperwork. It's how we roll. But that's what a partnership is. It's you do what you can for each other, and if there's things you can't do for someone, then that someone has to pick up the slack. That's the way it is, and that's the way it is. What else? Oh, happy birthday to Sensory Mats. And I'm so pleased I posted that video for you today. I'm filming this today. This might not come out till the day after your birthday, but what timing for that video of Jazz. So I hope you had a good birthday. So you've seen this view so many times before. We've done Chauvigny, haven't we? But I suppose it changes because of the season. It changes because of the you know, the greenery and the blossom and whatever. I just did my return. I got a reminder for my return with URSAF for my cotistation on my YouTube earnings, and I very quickly went in and went nil, validate, nil, validate, thinking it was for last year, forgetting that this is the end of the first trimester for this year. So I've gone back and tried to get in to correct it, and currently I can't, and now I've had to come out. So I must do that when I get home and actually not send in a nil return. I'm hoping I can correct it, but I just because I didn't earn anything like at the first trimester last year, and my head was still there. That's where I was thinking, but of course we're in the end of the first trimester for this year. I just thought I might reiterate whilst we're doing this road trip that all of my YouTube earnings goes to charity, my small YouTube earnings, and quite often I don't earn enough to cover the charities that I send money to. So I send money to a period poverty charity, I send money to various refugee charities, I plant trees, 10 trees a month. It's not a lot, but it's still planting trees, which is hopefully doing something for the environment. Oh, and the painting is nearly done. They've nearly finished the lounge. They're going to be finished by tomorrow morning. All the blue is on. First coat of the blue is on the walls. The ceiling, the beams have been painted today, and the fumes have, it really is fumey in there. Is even when you're not in the room and the door's closed, I could smell it. It's very fumey. But it's looking very smart. The only problem is I'm not getting any reply from the people about the furniture coming back. So we're going to have a finished house and with no furniture in it for a while. I think it might come back on Monday, which is a férié day here, but the company that took our furniture is English, and they don't have an issue about working on a Sunday or a Monday. So I think that was the last conversation I had with him, so I'm hopeful it'll be back so that we can begin the big reassemble and clean up before our house sitters arrive later in the week. Right, that's it. Going to carry on, but not vlogging. Hope you're having a nice day. And see you next time.